We are Stephen and Jill. Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Hello.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from sunny Scottsdale, Arizona.
Today it's episode 1500 of the Land Academy Show. And I am absolutely floored
I know.
that you, the listener, still listens to this.
There's marriages that have not lasted this long.
Well, there's a lot.
Exactly. Especially during COVID. Exactly.
So we've decided we're going to kind of reflect on Land Academy and its members and what this group is all about. And the truth is, Jill and I have not talked about what this episode is going to be about at all. So
I have
I'm as
some funny
interested or
things.
uninterested as you are.
Yeah, thanks.
Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free. And if you're already a member, please join us on Discord to get all your questions answered in real time.
To get your minute-by-minute land fix.
Or just lurk.
Oh my gosh. It's. Let me warn you, it's nonstop. All I hear on his desk is ping, 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 all day and all night. So
It's the tool, the membership tool that I've been waiting for 6 years. That's the truth of it.
it's Jack's Clubhouse. Let's just call it. There you
If
go.
you can't get your answer, I don't care what you need, put it in Discord.
Okay, Jeff wrote, "Hey guys, I'm buying a property through title and a survey is needed. There's also an heirship issue that the seller needs to work out. Do you do anything to protect against spending all that survey money and then having the seller disappear to fix their heirship problem?" Nope. You know what? I had to do this.
You would never get a survey before this airship problem's solved.
Well, hold please.
There's two.
I've had to do this.
Yeah, I understand. I'm
Okay.
not saying don't get a survey. I'm saying do not even start down the survey path until this is one of the five A's during due diligence. You need to make sure everybody's alive and that the person who's signing on the deed is going to convey and all that. So
What?
there's an order in which this goes, and it's in our education. And you need to make sure you can close a deal and people are alive and available to sign, and the chain of title's correct long before you start ordering surveys.
That's correct. You know, I was as I read it, I was thinking as I'm selling it, not as I'm buying it. So yeah, no, you're right. Don't put any money into somebody else's property that they could go away. Number one. But on the flip side, what I was starting to say, which I've had to do, is like there's properties that require documents in certain counties for certain greenbelt zones that every time it changes hands, you have to do stuff like that. I've done that. Like I've had to get things ready for when I sell it, knowing I'm going to sell it, and I don't wait for the buyer to come up and then I start the process. I just got it out of the way because it was like a requirement. That's okay.
I don't want you to be afraid of things like this.
Oh, yeah.
You know, especially if you're new. Not all deals are like this. Most deals go really well. They're very smooth. But people ask questions when there's issues. They don't. People don't ask questions. People don't ask this question. Why is this so easy?
Yeah.
That just never comes up.
And this is usually needed, like most of the time, like in this situation, with Jeff's situation, I'm going to guess the survey is needed because there's something with the legal description. When it was divided, it wasn't properly spelled out. So that's often like just to make it really clear, on, the details of the property.
This is very new. This requirement for a survey.
Not
So
very
Jill
often.
and I have done almost 16,000 deals.
Right.
I think I've done one, and it's recent with Jill, where a survey was required to actually buy it. And so I very seriously question that. I mean, I question everything, and you should too, but I question why that is. And here's why in that case it was because there's a lender. They're not buying it with
Sometimes.
cash. It's a lender or some assessor or municipality's got a thing up their butt about, everyone
There
needs a
could be
survey
some
now.
issue,
So it's not normal.
right? It's
And
not
so
that often.
this is a huge red flag for me, and you have to ask yourself, okay, it's got an airship problem, and I need a survey. Maybe
should
I
do bomb
don't
the
want to
list.
do this deal.
Call me when you guys are done.
Yeah.
I agree.
Today's topic, episode 15 of the Land Academy Show. This is the meat of the show. What does this mean to you, Jill?
I was trying to think of some, I came up with 3 podcast related situations / moments that were funny to me and interesting to me. Like, the first thing I wanted to share was, remember in the beginning, one of the reasons I'm here and still here today is because we had this guest that Stephen often would get these guests and they would A, not show, or B, there was one in particular that did not understand the PG rating. Could not get it through his head. Remember that?
Yeah.
I think he recorded 2 shows with this guy.
Yep.
And I can't remember what his job was in real estate, but he had a different, anyway, and he's a funny guy. He was like Raymond, whatever. He was like that kind of a,
Ray Romano.
Ray Romano, kind of like a Ray Romano, type character, but he could not calm himself down and get him into the PG rating. And I remember you saying, this is never gonna, I just can't use these shows.
Air it.
I'm like, it's not gonna work. I can't bleep the whole thing. It's not gonna work. So that's one of the reasons that I came on there and I was just thinking about. So thanks to him, you're stuck with me. The second thing I thought that was really funny was, I remember back in the day, so if you've been listening to us for years, like many of you have, you might remember Trash Dump Thursday, because there was that we would always record on our Thursdays, and we for a brief period we relocated to Southern California. We had this sweet little apartment, and it was the same day, we recorded the same day as Trash Day. And boy, was it loud. And I'm sure a lot of you heard the beep, 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 the noise in the background. It was the funniest thing. It would distract me. Like, they don't have it, but I think it showed up. It was kind of funny. So I'd love to know if you guys really heard that. And then my third thing I thought was kind of interesting, I'm thinking about is I wonder how much, I have to go back and look. Like, our background changes, hair's changed. We've got a lot of physical changes.
I'm sure there's a lot of changes.
Weight changes.
Yeah.
So thank you too for you who have hung in there with us through show 1500. I remember too when we first started, people go say, I just took a road trip and I went back and listened to all of them. It's pretty hard to do that now.
Yeah.
I know it would take you a while to go back and listen to all of them. They're all up there. You can find them. But wow.
On one of the Thursday calls recently, we have a membership Thursday webinar that goes for a couple hours. And one of our relatively new members, her name's Christine, said this. Do you guys ever this is all between us answering questions and, hey, should I do this deal? And so she says this in the middle of all that regular Thursday call stuff. Do you guys ever just sit back and kind of think about how many millionaires you've created and how many people have quit their jobs and, kind of pat yourself on your back and kick your feet up and crack open a beer and smile and look positively on yourself? To which I said, never. Never have I ever felt satisfied and reflective about Land Academy. What I do is wake up in the morning and try to make it better. And I will never sit in an inner tube in a pool and say, I'm done. My job's done here. So that's why I really think Land Academy is successful. The truth is 1/3 of the people that have ever joined Land Academy quit their jobs or their spouses quit their jobs. So that's just staggering to me.
Yeah.
And so this show is the gateway to all of that success. Or we wouldn't do it. This takes it's a lot of work.
There's a lot of people listening right now that have never joined Land Academy that have learned exactly how to do this. You know who you are and are doing it successfully.
And that makes me feel great.
That's great. That's why we're here.
Right. So, that's what episode 1500 is for me. It's a milestone, but it's also the beginning of new stuff.
What's going to be like on show 3000? Where are we going to be on show 3000?
Well, I can tell you with confidence at show 3000, which I'm sure will happen. I don't know when, but it will eventually. There will be better data and better ways to do this. There will be a more easier way to identify real estate markets, and we will have more partners, more funding partners, more managers, and it'll be bigger and better than it is now, and more efficient. Because think about show number 0. But with the data that we had that was available,
Right.
I'm not sure that like Zillow even existed. Or
Back
if it,
then?
if it did, it was not what it is now.
Oh, back then there were still some days that I couldn't find a property.
Right.
I have to come with you to you and go, I just can't find this. I need your help. I'm lost. I would spend hours before I came to you because I'm not going to come to you after 5 minutes. I'm going to really try to dig in and find a property. And usually it was a old school meets and browns. I had to work it backwards.
You
And
gotta find
even
it
then
through-
I couldn't figure it out.
through a plat
It's funny. Now we don't have to worry about that. It's amazing. People always say, "Oh, I'm too late to join. This is not the right time." I'm like, are you kidding me? It's the best time because as more time goes on, we have better tools, like you just said. It gets easier and faster. I mean, now money solved. Finding properties solved. Great data solved. How to figure out pricing solved. Thanks to you.
Keep going.
An awesome
Relationship
community
management.
solved. How to talk to everybody, and build the right relationships and create partnerships solved. Every level of education I could possibly want, including really in depth with you guys, solved.
Here's what's not solved. She's right. The issues that come up in life that stop you from getting rich or being successful, however you define that. And we're solving that.
That's coming.
We are in the process of recording and writing the Showing Up for Life by Jack and Jill. It's a separate show to deal
the
with the
last
life
thing.
and all of that.
You're right, because that's true. You know it too. When you don't do something, it's not because of it. It's usually because of you.
Yeah, it's because you taught yourself to procrastinate, or
You're not into
your wife
it,
doesn't believe in it, or
or you don't believe in it.
yeah, or it's a show about that. It's not about real estate. It's about the other stuff in life that stops you from fill in the blank.
I wish I knew what the numbers were, but I bet the majority of people who get involved in groups and join things and they don't act on them, it's never one. It's usually this is just number 6. So you have to look at yourself and go, oh, what's the common denominator here?
Yeah.
Maybe it's me.
It's me.
Yeah, because I thought that program sucked for this, and I thought that gym, or let's just even say that diet didn't work for me. Really?
It's pretty ballsy for you
I'm
to say
sorry.
that, Jill. No, I like it. I think it's
I'm
great.
sorry.
You don't hear that sentence out of too many women's mouths. That diet didn't work for me.
It usually works if you do a couple things.
Like put the cheeseburger down.
That's it. That's what I was going to say. I still love this line. I know it's old. My mom always says, if it tastes good, spit it out. That's her diet.
That's outstanding.
Yeah, I clearly don't follow that one. But, oh, boy. Hey, it's been good 1,500 episodes with you.
Tomorrow, 15:01.
Ooh, yay. So happy you could join us today, by the way. 5 days a week? Yes, still 5 days a week. Monday through Friday. It used to be 7, now it's 5. But you could find us right here on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow, the episode on the Land Academy Show, which is episode 1501, Real Estate Investing in the year 2021. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
Do you remember when I say the kids, I mean our staff, it was so cute. They sent us, they're kind of over it now. They sent us gifts. They sent us like a plaque and thing for Show 500. And then we got that was it the cool decanter? That might have been it for Show 1000. They've done little things and a cake and things for us. Now 1,500, like, yeah, we're over it. Sorry, you guys.
Now it's 1,500. Well, I guess this means more work for me.
Exactly.
Which would be my reaction too.
Yep. So we all know it's fine. If we ever go off the air, we'll have to have some blowout, like celebration, like cheers level or mash level, you know, when it's the end.
Yep.
So, and it's not for anytime soon, I promise. If you're interested in learning more about us or what we do, check out landacademy.com and houseacademy.com. We provide the education, tools, and support you need to be flipping property like the pros.
We are Steve and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you find our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.